My question is, would you bear some responsibility for what is shared and posted in your platforms? Yes or no? It's a very simple question.
Sir, every individual user bears the ultimate responsibility for what he or she posts on our platforms. I think that it's important to underline that
That's
point.
a given.
That's a given, okay.
Now,
Right.
what
As
I'm
long-
asking is whether Meta bears some responsibility for what is shared and posted on Facebook and Instagram. That's
So-
my question.
Yeah, so what I would say is, we absolutely...
Do you?
Sir, if I may, we very much believe that we have a responsibility to provide a safe platform for our users around the world, including in Philippines.
That's your obligation. But
Balance between voice and safety. Okay, and the ultimate
Mr. Chair.
responsibility, the ultimate
Mr. Chairman.
responsibility for the people,
Chairman.
for the content posted is the
I
people
think
that post
the
it.
doctor is evading the answer to my question. Any Tom, Dick, and Harry will say that it's answerable by yes or no.
Mr. Congressman, the ultimate responsibility lies with the user who
I
posts the
agree.
content.
But what I'm asking is if Meta bears some responsibility. I'm not asking whether you are the primordial entity to be responsible. No, I'm not asking that. My question is whether you bear some responsibility.
Mr. Congressman, if I may, I believe I've answered the question that I think the user bears the responsibility for what they post on our platform. Now, we have a set of community standards that we do our best to uphold because we want everyone to have a positive experience on our platforms and a safe experience on our platforms. And that's what our community standards are for. That's what our fact-checking programs are for. That's why we take these hearings very seriously. That's why we have the 11 different relationships with the government agencies in the Philippines so that harmful content can be reported to us. And I think that's how we do our best, like I said, to ensure that people have a voice and the freedom of expression while also a safe experience. But as I said, I think the ultimate responsibility for content lies with the user that's posted it.
Mr. Chair, the questions I would be asking would depend on the answer of Dr. Funkel insofar as whether Meta bears some responsibility, and therefore, since he has said that he cannot answer me directly, I will not ask the other questions. But may I make a manifestation, Mr. Chair? It seems from our discussion that social media platforms are making some effort to curb the spread of fake news in this country. However, I disagree with the impression that acting merely as host of user-generated content exempts these platforms from any liability for the harmful content they allow to be exhibited. As part of our legislative duties, I think it may be time to revisit the current legal framework regarding these social media platforms, if only to incentivize them to further crack down on these types of illegal posts. Now, may I go to another issue, Mr. Chair? Yes, Mr. Chair. Regarding monetization. Doctor, can you confirm whether Facebook or Instagram allows content creators in the Philippines to earn revenue directly through the platform? Yes or no?
Congressman, I believe the answer is yes, but I want to make sure to check on that. I believe we have content creators that can monetize on our platform in the Philippines, yes.
Thank you. And would this mean that Facebook directly pays users upon fulfillment of certain requirements and upon reaching specific targets? Would that be correct also?
I'm not familiar exactly with the modality of payment, but again, I believe, yes, we do provide content creators with the ability to monetize here.
Thank you. And what are the means of earning through the Meta platforms, Facebook and Instagram?
I'm sorry, sir, what?
What are the means of earning through the Meta platforms, Facebook and Instagram?
There's different ways. You can monetize your content using something we call stars. There's ways that we can have partnerships. I think there's 2 or 3 different ways that creators can monetize.
Thank you. And are there specific content guidelines that monetized accounts must follow?
Yes,
If so,
absolutely.
how are these enforced in our country or in the Philippines?
Yes.